gentlemen, we are back. I'm sorry about that. Please continue.
Okay, we are back. Vesa, Shira, you guys are kind of pulling yourselves up off of the ground, and as you are, you hear a rather loud sound as something hits the hull of the ship. Um, and you start, as you kind of like are coming to, you realize that the alarms are going off, and there's a lot of radio chatter going on, and there is a moment like Vesa, you actually start getting calls, but like you're hearing this coming over the car. Like first you hear Vector. We have first you hear Vector, or no, first you hear Nurks. Like, hey Captain Cream Puff, you better get the fuck up here to the bridge. We got some shit. And then you hear coming over also, you'll hear Vector come over. We are experiencing boarding parties in engineering. And then you hear like Qualu come over. We have boarding parties in the cargo bay C as well. Ashni, I need a team over to cargo bay C. Can you bring some people and see if you can't head that off? And you start hearing like, and you also hear like from different parts of the ship, like there's just stuff going on. And Necht Kiva, who is ostensibly your bodyguard, is probably like running up at this point, like to
Ashni's
make
my
sure you're
bodyguard.
okay. Oh, Ashni, you made well.
Ashni, I fucking love that guy.
Then you're probably going to need to redirect Necht Kiva to deal with these boarding parties. Then,
Captain, can I help instead?
yeah.
Yeah, sure. You do what you gotta do. Nurks, I'm on my fucking way. I'm gonna look over to Shira and be like, say what?
Well, he's a bug man. Get her across the wall.
Lovely. I love
Well,
everything about
he
it.
doesn't-
Go.
he doesn't
Be
fall,
free.
does he?
Okay.
But yeah, like you,
Okay.
as you're kind of like, as you kind of getting that comms chatter of like, there, you found whatever happened, somehow you're in the middle of some crazy bullshit because you've got a few boarding party, like radio communication about like various boarding parties. Nurks wouldn't just fucking be like, hey, get the fuck up here if there wasn't a good reason. And something just hit the fucking hull of your ship.
Right.
Yeah.
My fucking paint job, you guys. Okay, that's great. Okay, fine. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna pick up a Shira and be like, come on, we gotta go. Unless, like, wait, hold on. Real quick. What's going on right here? How's the containment? Where's Melanie? Like, what's happening in this exact moment in time? Like, I just need, like, a quick 30-second what the fuck?
Yeah, assessing the situation, Kolnak getting back up on his feet is like, he kind of is like, he's like, I go check the regulator flow on this thing. I gotta see if I can't get this under control. He was like,
Okay.
I don't know where the arcane particles are at, but I can tell you that the temporal, the chronotons that I'm measuring here are way the fuck off the chart.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, looks over to Shiro like, what's the arcane particle count at? What's what percentage are we looking at?
Good question.
Codex, are you there?
Oh, sorry. I'm spacing out today. I have a migraine. I'm sorry.
It's like, yeah, Kolnak's like, he's like, yeah.
Oh, that's
What?
like,
Like, what are
You guys-
what are we looking at here?
I'll be back.
Where
Fucking
are
run.
you? What? We're running?
Well, you want to stay or do you want to come with me? Because I gotta go to the bridge because some shit just happened and we were on the floor unconscious. But you know, if you want to stay here and like address this, I'm here for whatever you want to do. But I got like 8 seconds to get on the fucking bridge. So
Yeah, I'll go with you.
okay,
It's like,
all right. So I'm gonna be like, Kalnak, I love you to pieces. I need you to handle this. Call her on the comms, and I'm gonna grab you by the fucking wrist, and we're just gonna run as fast as we can to the fucking bridge.
He's like, Yeah, Kolnak's like, I'll do the best I can, but I can't make any promises.
That's okay.
He's got like some device out at this point that he's just like, that he's like tapping away on, and he's like pulled like his goggles down and shit. And he's like, Blasty, you're gonna have to cover me. We've got intruders. Like there's a, as Blasty kind of wheels around to like, watch his back. As you're going through, there are more impacts that you can feel, like the ship getting hit and whatnot. And like there's a couple of times like you stumble a little bit trying to make your way up there, and you can hear a lot of oh shit, and you can still hear a lot of you can hear fighting going on in various places. Yeah, and it occurs to you like you managed to finally you manage to find your way back or up to the bridge, and when you get to the bridge, looking on the view screen, like you can see that there is a massive ship battle going on here. You can't exactly identify any of the ships that are going on, but Broken Rock is no longer fucking there. In fact, where Broken Rock was, there's a bunch of debris.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Freak out.
Great. Nurks. Back up.
And she's like, I figured you probably want us out of here, and I'm trying, but there's a lot of fucking ships here and a lot of weapons fire.
Right. You're absolutely right. How can I fucking help you? What the fuck can we do to get the fuck out of here super fucking fast?
She's like, well, some sensor readings would be nice. Maybe somebody on the guns to help clear a path. And she's like, I could probably use a little bit more power out of the thrusters if we can get that. I mean, I'm fast,
Right.
but we need a little bit more here because this is
Yeah.
maybe a little bit more maneuverability. I don't know.
Right.
And
We need
I got
whiskey
you.
or not, this is
Hey.
Cramjet.
What? Hold on. I have someone in chat asking stuff.
Yes.
Okay. What about Broken Rock?
Broken Rock is gone.
Yeah,
Like, it's
Rock
not there.
Yeah, Broken Rock is
Like,
not there, and there's just a bunch of debris where it was before you lost consciousness and woke up.
Yeah,
We don't remember
we're
stuff through time and space.
we're 100% in a different fucking timeline right now.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For the follow. All right, so okay.
He asked what adventure we were on, and what did you say last time? It was a custom one. We kind of created
Yes.
it.
It is a homemade. We are not using a adventure path. This is all custom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is 151 episodes of the Jester's
Yep.
World.
I was telling him it was our first episode of the last season, sadly.
Yep.
Hey, can I do the thing now?
Yeah, go ahead.
What are you doing?
Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna be like, Nurks, I got you, and I'm gonna get on comms, and I'm gonna be like, I need Nectivo and Oshin to come up here, get your troops to handle what they need to handle, but I need you guys immediately. Kolnak, I need you to push more power to the bridge so that we can get the fuck out of here, and we'll deal with what we have to deal with at a later fucking date.
Kolnak's like, I'd love to
Ashira.
help you. Yeah, Kolnak comes back over the comms like, I'd love to help you, but I'm trying to keep the girl that's shooting energy everywhere from blowing the ship up right now. Vector's
Right,
down
got
there.
you. That's great. Yep. Okay, Vector, fucking, let's go. I need you to. Ashira, I need you to hop on. The thing is, she's at computers and like start doing those things. And yes, please.
Cramjet can do the
Okay.
disruptors as the
Oh shit! Hold on, I accidentally changed my screen.
I cannot hear Kristen.
Yeah,
I
Cap,
can't
you
hear
are
Chris.
very quiet.
Hold on.
Oh.
Cause
this
we
better?
don't want to blow the ship
Yeah.
up because it's our ship. They said, why
Right,
wouldn't
no.
you want to blow the ship up?
We don't
No,
want to
we
blow
don't
up
want to blow the ship up. We're not trying to blow the ship up. We're trying to get the fuck out because this is fucking
Oh, it's not
serious.
ours.
Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
no,
I was confused.
we just gotta fucking go Now we gotta go.
Let's go.
Okay.
You get a call, like Vector calls up, like, I need a security team to engineering. We have just said, like, there's a big explosion. It's like, well, no, I definitely need one down here. There is, our engines are glitching, and I need to get a crew on it, but we have our hands full dealing with a boarding party. We need a security team.
Okay, you know what? Here's what I'll do. You guys, whoever needs to go to security to help Vector, you should totally, absolutely go do that. And I will jump on engineering to the best of my fucking abilities.
And I think the moment you're like, ask for volunteers, like Plu's
No,
like,
there's no volunteers. It's just legit like, go, okay, go, and I love you, and be safe, and I'm gonna throw him a fucking gun, and be like, I don't even know if you know how to use it, but figure it out. I love you, bye.
He just looks at you, like he's got a gun in his hand already, and he
I'm
kind of,
panicking.
he's like, he starts, like, he calls for Wego, was just kind of sitting off to the side, like, Wego, let's go, and that, like, jumps on its back and start flying down the hallway. You hear him yelling, like, come on, we have to save the ship, you know, like rallying people.
him.
as he
Love
goes.
that guy.
I love him so much.
This is actually important, sir. How many people did she pick up to replace people before they left Broken Rock as NPCs?
You have probably about how many of the unfulfilled did you take with you, Zai?
I was going to say, she has 12 unfulfilled, 2 Skittermanders, and then Grubus and Melanie.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will have also picked up a 6th level NPC that I still have not made yet because I'm a loser. So that guy
You can
is
try that
roaming.
tomorrow or the next day.
Right. So, but we'll just say that he's like, they are on the ship, because I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I haven't figured it out yet. But they are on the ship, and maybe they're motion sick. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. They're
They have
unavailable.
space diarrhea.
Yes, they have space diarrhea. So
What are you giggling? You've had space diarrhea a lot of Shira.
It just cracks me up.
I will handle engineering. Oh shit! That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, go ahead.
Jesus,
Well,
how many conversations are you having in your head right now?
So fucking
About a
many.
dozen.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Welcome to being captain.
I know, right?
It gets
So
easier.
enjoying
It gets
this
easier.
already.
All right. I was going to say, half of your unfulfilled right now are people that are trained in engineering anyway. And remember
Okay.
that you have the elite training program. So they actually get bonuses for this, and it's going to be okay.
Okay, so let's pull some of those fucking guys and just be like, my gentlemen Kasathan friends, I enjoy you so much. I need all of the engineers to the fucking bridge. Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, they need to.
Or, no, to engineering.
Yeah.
No to engineering. I need you all to engineering. Don't go to the bridge.
Damn it.
Don't go to the bridge. There's too many people on the bridge already. Just go to engineering. Also bring guns. Oh, my
Bring
dog is like,
guns.
what the fuck?
So
Yes, Captain. We have it under control.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
So you have. So look at your crew. Look at your crew assignments handout. You have
Yep.
a whole bunch of people, and decide where you need to send all your NPCs to.
Okay, great. So I want the Kasathans to go to engineering, and I very much want Kolnak and Vector back with me. Bodyguard, Oshni stays with me. Qualu can go and like fight some guys if he would like to do so. And I also need Scramjet because this is my first experience as a terrified captain, and I need some moral support. My Skittermanders can go fight, and Grugus can go and fucking fight as well. Like, go Grugus.
Is going with
You just
Ducey,
look and there's a bunch of
'cause that's his meal
Skittermanders
ticket.
running after you.
There's only
No, don't follow me. Go that way.
Ooh.
you only have two. You only have 3 counting Plu of Skittermanders right now.
That's fine.
Right.
But Ducey heads off. Will head off with Grugus. Like, yeah, he's like,
Okay.
okay, yeah. Which do you want to send them to deal with the boarding party that's attacking engineering, or the boarding party that's attacking the cargo that's in the cargo bay, or do you want to send them to deal with the boarding party that's down in the crew quarters? Because you're receiving reports, on the fly.
Right.
Captain
I first want them to
Ashni
deal with
would
the
tell
boarding-
you that this is where the lady killer is probably going to be best to help.
Which one's the lady killer?
Ovesh. This is something
shit.
Ovesh is trained to do.
All right. Cool. We can do that. Okay, so I want to send Ducey and Grugus down to engineering because we very much need engineering handled. And I'm going to hit up Ovesh and be like, hey, I need you to do some stuff. We got some shit happening. There's a couple of boarding parties, and you're closest to the one that's in the crew quarters. So if you want to go ahead and knock those motherfuckers out, that'd be awesome. And I will make you a coffee later. Thanks so much. It's not a request, it's a demand. You're the best.
We get a shot of like Ovesh, who's standing outside of the room that you guys locked her in. Because she picked the lock.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm not even worried about it. I'm like, that bitch got out. It's fine.
She's like, she's kind of leaning there, and she goes, "You want some people dead?"
Yeah. All the people that are boarding us that shouldn't be boarding us. We very much want those people dead.
All right.
If you're down to do it, I'm down to keep the door unlocked so you don't have to let yourself out all the time.
Yeah. All right, so you kind of have sent, and you sent Ducey and Grugus to deal with the ones in engineering, Ovesh to deal with the ones in the crew quarters.
Right, and I think I'm gonna have to
cargo bay.
How many unfulfilled are also combat trained?
Well, most of the unfulfilled are combat trained by sheer dint of the fact that they've been through, like, you have the combat training facility now.
Okay.
Technically, most of them work in engineering and computers and whatnot, but...
Okay.
Actually, I thought they had the scientist ones.
Shit.
It's okay. I don't care right now.
I was going to say, most of your crew are, like, most of the unfulfilled crew were, like, either working in computers or engineering. Some were working in straight-up security on your ship before.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
All right, so I want...
They can do whatever job.
Gotcha. I want 6 unfulfilled to go deal with the ones in the cargo bay, and then I want 6 to stay behind in engineering to help out there.
Who do you want leading those 6 going to the cargo bay? Because in and of themselves, like, it's a flat roll. You probably want to send a command. You want a command crew. Somebody probably put a command crew person into
Qualu.
Lead.
Qualu will do that.
Qualu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Qualu will take the 6 and he'll go to the cargo bay. So that leaves me with Nurk, Scramjet, Nectivo, Ashni. I get to keep Kolnak and Vector.
Well, Kolnak is busy. Vector is busy working in the engineering bay. Well, as soon as Grugus and Ducey get there to help him out, he will be. And Kolnak is working on trying to get things evened out with Melanie. That's where you left him.
Okay, so we'll leave Kolnak, but we'll steal Vector. And I'll hit up Vector and be like, I got people on their way. I need you to get here right now. Like 5 minutes ago.
He's like,
He's supposed to be for engineering. Did they just stay back there? Or do they come to the bridge?
Engineering doesn't necessarily need to get... Engineering does their work in engineering bay.
Okay.
They can come to the bridge if they need to communicate back and forth, but
no, he doesn't need to come to the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, then he doesn't need to do that. So I'll hit him up and I'll be like, wait, scratch that. You don't need to come here. I knew better. I need you to push as much power out to the rest of this fucking shithole as you possibly fucking can, because we have to leave. I don't care who's boarding. We got that shit handled. I need you to do this one, please. Thank you.
All right.
You're the best.
And Cyril, Vesa, the door. There is a shimmering of a square, rectangular, like door-shaped bit of energy that appears on the bridge, and the door opens, and Serold steps out. Serold, you step onto the
Janet?
bridge of what used to be the Blue Emperor, and there is chaos going on. And Vesa is there, like, yelling orders.
Right. So here's what I want to do. I want to look over and go, oh, hey, Cyril. What the fuck? And I'm going to run over to him and just grab him by the shoulders.
From underneath the hood, he looks around at all of the chaos.
You see, you're taking to being a captain well.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It's so great. I'm so enjoying it. And I'm just going to hug him and then just have like the smallest little cry before I pull my shit back together. And then be like, where did you come from? I thought we all thought you were dead. Why aren't you dead? I don't want you to be dead, but I thought you're dead. No, I don't want you to be dead.
Every
That's
episode has
terrible.
a new phrase from Vesa.
Stop, it's horrible. I'm just a fairy.
Why aren't you dead?
That's the next
Weird
t-shirt. Just
shit.
quotes from Vesa.
Please no. In my panic, let me tell you, I say shit like that in real life when I panic too. Okay, okay. Hi, you caught me in a really bad time.
In some ways, I was. I have been beyond time, where words go to die.
Oh, is it nice there?
So anyway, he reaches into his
Sound
robe.
like Hawaii to you?
Wow.
So anyway, not even bothering to respond to that with anything meaningful, he reaches into his robe and he pulls out. What would it be to Vesa?
Yeah.
Necklace.
It's a
Necklace.
necklace.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here, have some
Yeah,
jewelry.
he pulls out a jewelry box, very pretty, with all sorts of different jewels studded into the face of it, and he opens it up and holds out what looks to be a necklace to you.
Thank you, but did you come back from where there was no time to bring me jewelry? In this
It's a gift.
moment?
In the days ahead, you will need it.
I mean, I can always use more jewelry, but why particularly this piece?
He
Keep it near you.
puts it into your hand and like clasps your hand.
I can't stay for long. There are eyes that watch me. They would try and stop this.
Okay, well, I miss you very much. It was nice to
Aw.
see you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the necklace. Are you sure you can't stay? I could probably have somebody make coffee if we don't die.
I have to go. There are others who still need their gifts. But know that there are those that may be playing the game against you. But I am on your side, moving the pawns as I see fit.
That's wonderful. Do you feel like you could move the boarding parties before you go?
You know what? I think to keep up this cryptic bullshit, he just turns and walks through the portal.
Wait, before you go, wait, before you go, and I'm just gonna hug him one more time.
Aww.
And just, I really, really super duper missed you. And please be safe. And I'd really like to see you again if we don't die. Okay?
Look to your crew. They'll keep you safe.
Okay.
I just imagine she goes okay, and he just slowly closes the
This
door.
is the worst version of a book I've ever watched.
I'm gonna
She's gonna
drive
put
to
the
your
necklace
house
on.
over that.
Just gonna
Yeah,
put
just
the
like the
necklace
idea
on.
that he's slowly closing the door. Like, that was awkward.
I don't even care. Like, I knew it would be awkward for Cyril, but I was like, fuck it, I'm still gonna hug you.
God.
'Cause that's what
Lisa,
Basic
you
does.
get a weird experience like you are. There is a well font of knowledge that you didn't have access to before. And it seems like you concentrate hard enough, you might be able to learn a little bit more. But right now you're in the middle of a lot of shit. So it's a
Yeah.
question of where are your priorities here?
Now, I'd like to get everybody alive and stepped away from the situation before we start, dipping into the font of knowledge.
All right. And much as we've been kind of doing, the action is sort of following Serold here. So Serold, you, for the time being, Serold, you step through the door and you find yourself back in at the edge of where realities go to die, the edge of existence. And the door is still shimmering behind you, ready for your final journey.
Well, guess there's one more captain to visit.
Yep. Captain Zai, you're on the heels of just witnessing the other ship disappear. You were just on the Broken Rock is still there where you're at. Everything except for your other ship and your new captain, who, as you were kind of you were maybe on your shuttle trip back to the Fireshrike when you saw the whole thing go and it just sort of once the yellow and purple energy tendrils wrapped around it and spread throughout the sky, there was just a moment, and then it just kind of disappeared from existence.
Okay, so I appreciate that because now Burnward remembers where he's at. Because Burnward, you were with me on that ship.
Yep. Burnward, you probably saw this too as you were shuttling back.
But the reason this is important is I'm about to freak out. Ready?
Okay.
Report! What the fuck just happened?
Burnward looks and goes, sir, we're not picking them up in any way, shape, or form. It's just space just ate them up.
Where in the fuck could they go? We just got all this shit sorted, and once again, the gods have decided that this is how my life is fucked.
You know what? I would be reticent to say it's the gods. I'd say that it's probably closer to devils or demons. This shit's magic.
Vesa stole the ship, that's all it is.
Oh, that's it. I like that idea. Well, that's all I needed to know. Everything's fine. Let's go home.
Yeah.
No. And I break
No,
some
come
stuff.
look for us!
Yeah.
I rip the captain's chair off and throw it into the corner. That's how
Yeah,
angry I
fucking.
am.
You just
Burnward
picture one
nods
flew
in
over a
approval.
cuckoo's nest. He's throwing it, sink out the window.
It's maybe a couple of minutes before you manage to get back to the Fireshrike, and when you get to the Fireshrike, you step onto almost as soon as you step back into the cargo bay. You see a shimmering rectangular form of energy in the shape of a door appear in the cargo bay and slowly open, and a familiar face steps out.
Burnward has a shotgun leveled at him.
Serold Silverchild steps through the doorway of energy.
Stand down.
Burnward just lowers his shotgun and is like, sir?
I step in front of you just a little bit in front of the shotgun just to make sure.
And he lowers it all the way. But he's got his hand on his
spoon. That's literally what I say when I see you walk through the door. So, did you bring the damn spoon?
Oh my god, it's still with fucking Eliadris. It's still with fucking Eliadris, dude.
Dude, this is a crazy space-time thing that's happening. I'm gonna ask.
How many papayas? I've been through the training. How many papayas?
Oh my god.
6 papayas. But,
Oh,
Thank you.
no, just pause for a moment at that, looking between shotgun and requests for cutlery. Before he reaches into... This is probably freaks out Burnward as the creepy dude in the fucking black robe and hood reaches into the robe.
I
his hand is
continue to
tightening
keep
around his sword.
myself between Burnward and Silverchild.
But he pulls out, what would the captain's index be?
Yeah. What does it look like to the
Spoon. A silver spoon.
Yeah, is it a spoon?
That's what
It
I
is
was
a
thinking.
That's hilarious.
I've regained the control of the spoon.
Well, you
Have
think you
you?
have.
In my mind, yes, definitely. So yeah, I
The
take the
spoon
spoon
can
from
be
your
whatever I want.
And I'm like, all right, so what do I use this spoon for?
Okay, I'm gonna need a mimic. that got me. What do I need the spoon for?
Or
No.
cereal.
When you're lonely at night,
Whoa. But
for spooning.
I realize that I'm seeing
Oh.
it as the
For
spoon, but
spooning.
yeah,
But,
what is this artifact for?
It will give you strength. The dominion of the black comes for us all. In the days ahead, you must find those who would help you.
Okay. Have you? Do you know if Melanie survives?
I cannot say. Even if I knew, the universe would not let me.
Okay. I love you. Good. Now let's find out where that ship went. And I walk past Harold and head for the bridge.
Yep. Burnward does the same thing, but he kind of does that like that stare down because he's like a head taller than you, so he just kind of like looks down with confusion and a little anger.
Yeah, and you just get the stereotypical fucking person looking from under the hood
Yeah.
with a very blank expression to what you can see before he just turns and steps back through the portal.
Right.
And it shuts behind him like it was never there.
Captain, what the fuck was that?
Wow, I'm angry. So would I explain right now? I'll tell you later.
He shrugs. He's been on need-to basis before.
Let's see, who's on my computers?
Who do you have on computers?
Lady
Hit.
Son is on computers.
Okay.
That's why. And will you give us a computers check with Lady Son, please?
Or with
Take your time.
what is this for?
We were taking, data when it all happened. So energy readout,
Oh, okay.
possible trajectories, yeah, all that stuff.
All right. So, as far as Lady Sonnet can get with the sensor readings, there's
Remember, she gets a +2 to that.
I know.
Oh wait, no, she doesn't. Wrong ship.
What she picks up is the stuff that can be scientifically picked up, like things like the chronoton particles and like displacement of mass and energy and what have you. But there is no trace of a trajectory for it. It's just simply it was there, and then there was a lot of energy, and then it was gone. And it's those same kinds of energy readings that you get when you've been trying to read Melanie. About half of it is there's a lot of, you don't have like some of Kolnak's scanners here that
Right.
specialized up for like picking up the arcane.
Glycil is the magic officer, so
He
mysticism
can-
check 27.
Glycil picks up that there was a lot of conjuration magic involved, as well as the chronoton thing. There's a lot of arcane residue, like in the like the space where it was. But then there's a lot more arcane residue picking up in background than what Glycil would normally think it would think is normal. Like,
Is it
just
something we
across
could
the board.
technically follow?
No, because it's everywhere. Like
Okay.
there is an energy like the biggest dispersal
burst.
pattern. The biggest burst pattern is where Vase's ship used to be, but there's no discernible pattern leading anywhere. But there is a lot of all around sort of like background, stuff.
All right. So Serold said we need help, and believe it or not, I hadn't discussed this with you, but I'd already thought about this. So let's send out messages to Gleer, Evile, and Kelvam, of course. Our buddies of the Keepers of Secret. Let's see if we can get a hold of... What are those guys? Let's see if Fames will help. And our guys that build ships. What's his name? Green fellow? No, that's the lawyer.
The lawyer, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we still want to get a hold of him. We want to get a hold of our Tiefling friend who lets us build guns for him. He has that awesome bodyguard. And this is definitely when we get the fucking... The doctor should be showing up anytime, right? It's been 10 days?
Well, he should have gotten the message. You probably will be hearing back from him fairly soon.
Okay, because we told him to meet us here at Broken Rock, so that's why I'm bringing it up. And let's see, who else can we call? Let's get a hold of the dude whose lives we spared. Chorus and his people. Neverwhere. And I'll call in favors from all of them. It'll be fun.
We're assembling the whole goddamn team.
Well,
it's almost like I need everyone in the galaxy for this.
Yeah, who would think a pirate who got kicked off the Adari would be calling in the most important players in the universe?
Ooh, this is an Avengers level threat.
What's it? Oh yeah, you can try. Okay, talk to the your aunt on the Adari.
Might be a good idea to get a hold of Elgas as well.
Yeah, if well, I don't know.
So is he?
He's definitely doing stuff.
Ezzy, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, but not Prosoft, because fuck Prosoft.
Fuck Prosoft.
Prosoft's greatest thing to give to us was the tiny girls of Hula that inhabit all our ships. You can't get rid of them, Vesa. There will always be tiny Hula girls.
Even if we build a new ship.
I always make sure to take one to the other ships when we do this to make sure that they infect the other ship.
Yes. Oh no, when Shaba rebuilt this one, there's Hula girls somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Good.
It's fine.
Good.
See, he actually made them out of self-replicating nanites.
Even ProSoft doesn't know.
Yeah. Maybe he got it
I make them. Now they're everywhere. So you have them. I have them. You have them. Everyone problem.
They could be. They could be a magical curse.
Yeah.
Someone cursed Prosov for being a bastard.
I curse you for hula girls for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
Who am I forgetting? I know that I have at least 3 more people that we can fucking get a hold of.
I look at your private message.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never look at private message.
I know you
It's
don't.
in roll 20.
It's in roll 20? Oh.
I know you sent me something.
Oh, okay. And where's Rek?
Ooh.
Rek, come to the bridge.
Yeah, Rek probably makes his way there. Serold, and we'll follow Serold for just a tiny bit here. Serold, you step back through the door as Zai gets to business. When you come back into the inn on the edge of reality, the Chunder Bucket Charlie is there, and he's got another drink sitting there, and he's got like images pulled up on the big screen, and he goes, "Now we wait. It'll be back in the game when it's time. But for now, we watch."
Yeah, he's just gonna go and sit at the seat that he had before and watch and wait.
Yeah, and now we're gonna cut back to as each of you are doing in the middle of what you're doing. That each of you that have an index, as you're doing what you're in the middle of doing what you're doing, you realize that you're a well of knowledge that you can access that you did not have before. You get the feeling that it's slippery and not fully easily comprehensible, and you can automatically feel like the moment it tugs on your consciousness, you know that this thing offers you a great deal of knowledge you probably wouldn't have otherwise had the ability to have, but it also has a danger. Pulling on it too hard may gain the notice of others who are tied or connected to this in some way, or tied or connected to the sifter in some way. In effect, those of you who have an index, what it's going to allow you guys to do is to make culture checks in situations that you may not necessarily otherwise get to make culture checks. Vesa, it'll probably be really handy for you specifically, where you're at, and for Xander and Twinkle, it'll be pretty useful too. Commodore, it's definitely be of use as you as well, but Vesa is going to probably get the most immediate use out of it.
I thought of another person that we need to get a hold of, sir.
Yes.
Do you remember the crazy guy that we met through Slush Left, where I spent like 4 hours in his front yard building a statue with blinking lights?
Oh, yeah.
We need to get a hold of that guy too, because he already knew that there was crazy shit happening through time.
We said the Mad Tinker, yes?
That's not necessarily that Mad Tinker.
No.
That's just somebody I randomly remembered.
But considering Twinkle's whole thing was find the Mad Tinker.
Yes,
that's
very
interesting,
true.
isn't it?
We need the Merovingian, boys.
Yeah, you think of the name Mad, the appellation of the Mad Tinker, and several different faces and different personages roll through your mind. At first you're thinking about it, and you think of like engineers you've met or or you've heard of, but then you start getting a rush of different people, some different people and faces, some of which you know, some of which you don't. There's a few, as soon as they come to your mind, like there's some sort of like feeling one way or another about them, but it's hard to describe. And as you guys are kind of gonna figure out that these things give you a great deal of knowledge, but they come with a bit of some drawbacks too. And I think as we're kind of going along, I want to cut over to Whistle Fizz and Ryan.
Okay.
Like maybe the two of you have been working and what have you, have been working on getting the ship ready and whatnot, but you have come. It's probably at this point spread throughout that the other ship has disappeared completely. So there's a whole bunch of people that just now have disappeared. Ryan, as far as you're concerned, as far as you know, there is no device that was created that can teleport a whole ship without engaging a drift drive. So this is something that strikes you, and Whistlefizz probably says something about it too. It's like maybe somebody comes in and says something, like one of like the lower end crew members, because Fireshrike has picked up a few mercenaries as well. It's like the the new captain, her and her whole ship just disappeared, and they're talking about it, and Whistlefizz is like, that shouldn't be possible. Like, he's looking at energy readouts and shit like himself, like, there's no way any of this makes any sense.
I'll have a look at what he's reading.
From what you can tell, Orion, from what you can tell, Ryan, is that the same kind of thing that, like, they were saying, like, from a scientific point of view, there is a lot of chronoton, like high levels of chronoton. There's a high level of, like, ambient energy across the board in flux. But there is a whole lot of, like, it's one of those deals where it's like that, like, inexplicable. Like, the only time you've ever seen anything close to it is maybe in engineering notes. It's like some of the background stuff that has been organized in engineering left over from Slef's notes when he was studying temporal displacement and stuff like that. There's a bit of, like, that's the only thing that comes close to explanation for this.
Yeah, you also do have the temporal tool that Slef built, specifically to read temporal shit.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I'd start going over Slef's notes.
Yeah, Twinkle is probably like... is looking at him with you, too. He's like... Or not Twinkle, but...
Whistlefizz?
Whistlefizz. He's probably looking at him with you. He's like, that's probably a pretty good call. He's like, I remember seeing something about that. It's like, and maybe, like, he's kind of talking back and forth with you, like the shorthand of, like, engineers talking back and forth about, like, what the readings could possibly mean, what other particular, like, what other instances you might have found and what have you, or in, like, research throughout time or whatever. This is something that just, like, it doesn't match the pattern of any previous, like, anything previous. But you do get, like, some stuff where Slef mentioned something about, like, there being another isekai who looked exactly like him at some point, that he had no idea where they came from. There's somebody who had essentially tried to copy everything that Slef did until he went completely full cyborg.
There are several footnotes about how much it pisses Slef off, by the way.
Oh, I wish I met this guy. He'd be fun.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, well, I understand for as fun as he might have been at a party, he didn't really care if you were in the way of his grenades or not, so sharing a battlefield, kind of questionable.
Yeah, that's what a baseball bat's for.
He's like, he just looks at you and he goes, yeah, sure. He goes, next time we're in a fight, I'll remind you to bring your baseball bat in case somebody throws a grenade. He just shakes his head like, you know damn well that's not gonna work. He's just like, like, he's like, but he gets back to the task at hand of, like, he's like, you see, there are some variations that the Fireshrike went through, some energy discharges and stuff that they were theorizing had something to do with, like, with some sort of dimensional shifts, and temporal shifts. And he's like, and they're the readings that they have from that. So there's, like, 2 or 3 incidents that there are some readings from. Because there were temporal incidences all the way back when Slef was around.
Okay. So I'm going to use my extra cortex and use it to look through Slef's notes and pull out anything about temporal rifts and that. And then the other half of my brain that is not that, it's going to start using the computers to start computating all this together.
Right. And I think Whistlefizz is probably like, he's like, I'll work on sequence it. It says, I'll work on sequencing the dispersal pattern of the chronoton shifts. If you work on comparison between comparative notes between incidences.
Already on it.
Yeah, he jumps on a computer and starts tapping away as well. And
Yeah.
Burnward. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I know. If the close-up of Ryan's eyes, you see little, like, writing flashing across the irises as he's looking at that, and then the other eye is looking at the computer.
All right. There's like as you're kind of doing that, we cut away to Zai and Burnward on deck on the bridge by this point. Like, what do you like? You're calling. Zai's already calling a bunch of people. Burnward, what does your prep in all of this look like?
Burnward is getting a security team ready, getting Qualu. He basically to Qualu is like, all right, we need dossier.
Oh
shit!
Yeah, other ship.
Shit! How many people do we have on our ship?
It's in your notes.
Thank you. Hold on.
In crew assignments.
Crew assignments. Thank you.
You got.
Okay, so we have some unfulfilled and Quevelin. Quevelin's still with us? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely Burnward just rallies Tix Pit, Jim. Did you send Rek to do something? Commodore?
Yeah, Rek is... you're muted.
You're muted, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be so good. Also, while you were gone, we promoted some other people to knights, so you have a whole bunch of knights, or cops, if you will.
Oh yeah, then I rally all of my cops, the round table of cops. God, I hate
Octagon.
saying that.
We decided that.
Okay, my angular octagon of cops.
Yep.
I rally them, and I'm basically going to give them the debriefing of weird shit's going on. We're about to have a lot of very important meetings. You protect these people. You protect these people. You protect these people. Like, these are your wards. If, like, your ward dies, then you are as good as not a cop anymore, and there will be consequences. Like, Burnward's doing, like, the fucking, like... He's doing his, like, I've done this before. I'm a Hell Knight. I've worked VIP before. This is what you do. Here's how we do it.
And we are kind of getting, let's see, yeah, so that maybe we get that. Rek comes to the deal, comes to the bridge, and you, Captain, you do get a message from Dr. Talent. It's a very, very cryptic message that simply has coordinates, that simply has coordinates attached.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
We should have done that. I should always meet that guy at Parlay. Always forget. Oh well. So, we have that. What else do we need to do while we're on Broken Rock? Anything? Did anyone think of anything?
Not that I can think of.
If we need to
has the extra fast ship arrived from the Paperleaf yet? Not that I know that that's coming.
Were you you wanted a meeting then?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if they are the best, very close.
Yeah.
Then let's see what they found out.
Secondary question: if we have any spots open on our ship, we should probably use some of our coffers to fill up our ship's crew.
I believe we are completely full.
For capacity?
We have a max of 20, and that's why I only took 9 Kasathan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are my
Squares
cops anyway?
Alright, so...
Like, I don't need
Rasif.
names necessarily,
Oh, okay.
unless they, do have names. Okay, so Rasif.
I was gonna say, I'll just put it in chat, and then we don't have to worry about it.
Okay, cool. And I'll I'll put in chat like who each of them are assigned to.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we cut back over real quick to Vesa and company. We cut back, and maybe we're gonna jump just a tiny bit ahead. At this point, maybe you're getting like you're kind of getting out of this space battle is not as easy as you would like, but you're not getting battered about by being sort of by being sort of like directionless. You actually have a direction, and you're trying to, maybe there's a bit of maybe we get a bit of the bridge where Vesa, you're getting messages coming in from all over the place. Nurx is yelling over the top, screaming at other ships and other pilots, even though she knows they can't hear her. She's got she's down to full flask at this point.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna have myself a seat in this captain chair. And I'm gonna say, okay, ladies, I need you guys to wear your seatbelts. And I'm going to hit up Vector and be like, Vector, here in just on my count, and after I have informed our people, I need you to take all of the power from the artificial gravity, basically everything you can except for life support, and I want you to push it into the engines because we have to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to count down. Let everybody know. And then I'm going to open up comms.
You get, as you're saying that, you get quasi-interrupted, like a Kolnak. It's not so much that you get interrupted, it's that it comes over loud on Ashira's comms. There is a lot, Kolnak's like, Ashira, I need you down here immediately. I cannot keep this thing contained by myself. I need you right away. Otherwise we're gonna rip a hole in the side. This is gonna rip a hole aside in the side of the ship, big enough that I don't know if the structural capacity can take it.
How long is it gonna take her to get down to engineering?
Didn't take long.
He's like, Captain, I wouldn't recommend pushing that out until I've got this under control. Could rip the whole ship in half.
Okay, sure. Ashira, I need you to go down to engineering. Thank you.
Well, it's not in engineering. It's down by Mellamy's room.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
That's what he's still. That's what he's still dealing with. Yeah.
All right, Kolnak. As soon as you get this thing as patched as possible, I need you to tell me.
Well, I'll give you the word the moment that it's safe to go. I don't like looking over my shoulder for boarding parties any more than anyone else does.
Right. So then I'm going to open up comms to just my crew. It's not to everybody else, not over like a loudspeaker or anything like that. And I'm going to say, here shortly, I'm going to give you guys a countdown. We are going to drop the artificial gravity. If you know how to fight in artificial gravity, that'd be super cool. Otherwise, strap yourselves in because we are going to be going for a ride. I will keep you advised. Just prepare yourselves.
Yeah, Ashira, you run down there, and Kolnak, he's got one of those devices in his hand that he's worked up to help him with this. He tosses you the one that helps you with the arcane stuff, and he's helps you monitor the arcane and stuff, and he's like, I'm gonna need you to channel with that thing. Once we get this, he's like, I'm gonna need to channel all of your ability through that thing. And try to get this thing, try to get the particles compressed a bit. I'm going to try to purge the chronotons.
Do I need to roll something for this?
Give me a mysticism check here.
Okay.
This is specifically why he needs you, because he is not a caster, and you are. All right. and I'll make Kolnak's roll here real quick. Or if somebody else wants to make Kolnak's roll, an
I
engineering roll. Yeah, go ahead and make
Do it.
Kolnak engineering.
Let me find his thing real fast. I got you, friends.
Even at a 1, he rolls a fucking 28.
Oh my god. The fucking RNG gods are angry. All right, go ahead.
Hang on.
So I want to get Ashira and Kolnak both need to give me reflex saves.
Right. Holy crap.
Okay. All right. So, Kolnak, Ashira. Let's see. Kolnak takes 23 points of damage. Ashira, you take half of that. However, you're both knocked off of your feet.
Oh,
And
shit.
you hear this, that, like, there is a bright flash of explosion as you, like, maybe you're tinkering and we get, like, the magical energy coursing through you as you channel through this device. And Kolnak, like, furiously, like, adjusting and tapping on the buttons and adjusting dials on his device. And we see the lights sort of, like, the shimmering, crackling energy sort of, like, go, like, recede a little bit. Melanie, who is floating several inches off of the bed, starts to lower back down onto the bed, and as she finally drops to the bed, there's a big flash of light, a dispersal of energy, which knocks both of you and Kolnak down, causing a bit of damage. And as you're kind of trying to pick yourself up, you hear voices, and as you look up, kind of trying to pull yourself up, you see an entire group boarding party of what look like savages of some sort. They're mercenaries, pirates, you're not entirely certain. Come charging down the hallway, weapons drawn, screaming and yelling. And there's just like, and just as you are thinking you're going to have to deal with this, there is a fog that comes out of one of the vents, like a green fog, and as it like fills up the hallway, the charging boarders start to cough. You also and Kolnak both also start to cough, and give me fortitude saves here. Oof. Kolnak, get a 4.
Me, man. Sucks.
Ashira,
you need to quit rolling for him.
Ashira, you start to feel really groggy.
Oh, you
Kolnak gets up. You hear Kolnak yelling something about around you as you sort of like the world starts to slip away, and then from the same vent that the green smoke started to pour out, fog started to pour out of, like there's a bashing sound, and you hear something metal clatter to the floor in the hallway. You look, and a figure drops down out of the vent shaft. You can't make out exactly because you like the fog and you're kind of losing consciousness. You hear a lot of screaming and shouting. You hear Kolnak say, "What the fuck are you?" And then there's a smack and you don't hear him and you lose consciousness. And
Thunk.
that's where we're going to end for tonight.
That's amazing.
That's tonight. That is the episode for tonight.
Can we go for 2 more hours?
Cliffhanger.
No, I have laundry to do. And I have to go
Well-
across town to do my laundry.
If I'm honest, I have house chores too. But I know cliffhangers. I do them on purpose. So
I don't like
everybody, everybody send me your Player's Choice Awards for tonight, and let's get sign-off started. And I'd like to start our sign-offs with our very special guest appearance tonight from Serold, Nightheart.
Hey ho, friendolas! My name is James, otherwise known as Nightheart. You caught me here today for one of my sporadic guest appearances this season as Serold Silverchild, who might as well be called S because he's pretty much L, except now apparently he's joined Organization 13 because he sure likes that hoodie. You can also catch me here on, depending on the Thursday, this Thursday it will be in Cyberpunk Red, where I play Dove, the former sex worker turned solo who's looking forward to soloing some combat. Put me in coach, I'm ready. Or you can find me every other Thursday in Project Severova, where I play Ian West, where he really doesn't want to know what's Ian going on right now, because there's some wacky, weird shit. We might be trapped in abstract geometry. Oh no, I'm a cowboy skeleton. I'm trapped in abstract geometry. And you can find me here on Fridays, where I run Yakshos. Come and see it. It is a Lancer homebrew setting. There's mechs. There's a lot of drama. Everyone hates each other. Everyone's mad at each other. And now they're going to have to go from fucking annihilating some fucking cartel compound to doing a stealth mission. So we'll see how that goes. And you can find me here on Sundays, where I play a lot of different characters in Tales from the Cosmos. Just gonna have to stop on by and see who all I am. There's a lot of people. And that's me.
Alright. Psychopathic, you wanna go next?
Sure. Scott, psych, whatever. I don't know. Sandra's got a lot of research to do now. So that's his thing, to figure out what he has for his information to give to the captain. The captain will be able to know where to go next. Okay, then on Tuesday, we got the Beyond, where I play a character named No Name. It's confusing. His name is No Name. And he tried to fight a lot of things and then got hurt a lot, so he just laid down on the ground. Because, yeah.
He lost a hand.
Yes, I lost a hand, too. I don't know how I'm going to get that hand back, but I guess I'm kicking things now. Okay. Then on Wednesday, we got Hinstruments, where I play Knight. And, oh my Lanta, I don't know. That one's confusing. But I'm going with it. Tell me what to do. I don't know. Everybody's going crazy. Okay, then every other Thursday, we got the New Amsterdam, where I play the Spat dude, who's the medical technician doctor dude. So he just kind of sits around and waits for people to get hurt, and then I'll take care of them. And then late on Friday night, we got Ballad and Menagerie, where I attempt to play a captain. Won't do as good as Vesa does, but hey, I play Captain Chess. And we have missions we got to do on this planet, Kneecap or whatever, and hey, we're going to go take care of things so this planet becomes a thriving planet one day. Then every other Saturday, we got Bitter Ends, where I play Castiel, and I don't know what to do. Everybody else is like running and hiding, and then everybody got hurt, so I ran around and touched everybody on the head. Or
I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm having a whole conversation with this cat in my head.
Apparently.
Yeah, there's a lot of cats. I got a lot. I have issues. Okay, one last thing is Cosmos on Sunday, where I play Fragara, who listens to stories, or there's Anduin, who is in some dude's brain and can't touch anything, or he loses personality and die. I don't know. We're in a dream state, whatever. Yeah, and I think that's it.
Right. Let's go to Brian.
Yes, I'm Brian. I played Rhino Dragon tonight. For some reason, he's not making fun of Whistlefizz. But then we saw, well, basically heard that an entire ship disappeared with crew and friends of the other people on board. So yeah, we're trying to figure that out. Tuesday, I run Beyond, setting a new Numenera system, Earth a billion years into the future. They tried combat last week, and yeah, some people lost limbs. Another one had his entire greatsword sliced in half. So it was interesting. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. It's yeah, it was fun. This Thursday, I believe her name is Astera, the cyberpunk red netrunner hacker.
It was yeah, it starts with an E.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we'll find out more about when I look at the character again.
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, and not a Friday. And then Sunday I play in Cosmos with 2 characters. One is Raklana, the Blue Cobalt Witch, and Sarsa, the fletchling monk shadow dancer. So depending what's happening in that episode is whichever one I'm playing, and that's it.
All right, let's go to Twinkle. Gunner.
Yeah, hi ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me playing Twinkle, hold on. Sorry. You caught me playing Twinkle, the little isekai who got to see his favorite buddy again. You can catch me on Wednesdays playing Acer, telepathic sniper, who's about 3 steps away from having a mental breakdown. This Thursday you can catch me playing Samuel Pascal, although nobody knows that that's his name because you're not allowed to use real names in this system. The Bambino, just come watch. You can also find me on Friday playing Indiana, the person who's mad at everyone and everyone's kind of mad at her because disease. You can also find me on that. Sorry, that was the understatement of a year, James. I am so sorry. You can also find me on Sunday. I'm sorry we weren't there last Sunday. I'm just bad at life, so it didn't happen. But you can catch me running that game. That's it.
Alrighty. Then from there, let's go to Vesa. Let's go to our newest captain.
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Amy Gedden. I played Vesa today, Captain Vesa Ribbon, and that was really fucking stressful. Like, that was so hard.
You handled it so well, though.
Thank you. But it was still a lot. And honestly, I'm a little emotional. So, like, it's fine. Anyway, I'm here doing this. It's great. I don't hate it at all. I actually like it a whole lot. And then on Wednesdays, I'm in Hinged Dimension. I play Flex. She's pretty cool. And then she's not really a bad guy, but she's a bad guy, and that's fine. And then on every other Saturday, I'm in the Bitter Ends. I play Starlight Fingertoes. She's a mechanic who picks up things with her toes. And then on Sundays, I am in Tales from the Cosmos when I can make it. Hopefully this week, I think I can. I play 2 different characters. There's Stella Nightshade and Elf Duskwalker, and then there's Lita the Barbarian, Orc Barbarian. She didn't talk a whole lot. She's a big tank, and I like her a whole lot. And that's me.
Awesome. And from there, we go to Commodore.
Can you hear me now?
Yar.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Scott, say something real quick.
Something. I don't know.
I thought I had it fixed, but apparently I didn't. Anyway, that's fun. So tonight you got to see Captain's Eye be just a little bit silly. See a friend who disappeared from, the entirety of the universe and just yell at him about a spoon and then leave. He's a little frazzled. Not only did he just lose, a ship with a brand new captain, some old friends, and his daughter, but he's just super pissed about everything. And, yeah. it's gonna be a crazy season. I can already tell. And on Saturdays, sometimes I play Let Me Pop Stardust. We managed not to die, and I'm super happy about that. And we found out where we were, and that's pretty cool too. Tonight's episode was brought to you by Boards, Booze, and Bitches. It's food worth dying over. And my friends Amy Gedden and my friends Purple Codex both have Tea Publics. They make fantastic stuff at Tea Public, and if you order it from them right now, they get $1. But if you order it from Codex's link, she'll get 50 cents. But it's still 10% off for you, and that's what's worth it.
Yeah.
This commercial is so epic that someone else should do another part of it.
Well,
oh my goodness, James is here.
Oh wait, James, yeah, go for it.
James is here. Yay.
James.
Oh, fuck! I was not prepared. You are not prepared. Hold on. Give me one moment.
We're waiting, James. Apply pressure,
James.
everyone.
Have you heard of this new thing called filler? Well,
found
great, because there we go.
Oh, he found it.
Have you ever heard the tragedy
Oh,
of ethics the wise? I thought not. It's not a story that Twitch would tell you. It's a Tea Public legend. The Ethics was a dark lord of the internet, so powerful and so wise he could use the Twitch. He could use his Twitch subscribers to influence the sponsors to create subs.
Jesus.
He had such a knowledge of the internet that he could even keep the ones he cared about from getting cancelled. The dark side of Twitter is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be cringe.
God damn it.
He became so powerful, the only thing he was afraid of was being cancelled on Twitter, which eventually, of course, he was. Unfortunately, he taught his mods everything he knew, and then his mods killed him in his sleep, which was epic.
God.
Ironic. He could save others money on honey, but not himself. Because he didn't go to Purple Codex's merchandise. Purple Codex merchandise. Epically made, not ethically made.
Oh God.
Wow.
James, you were really saving that one, weren't you?
None of this I wasn't prepared bullshit.
No, I wasn't prepared, but I was like, let's go with the classic.
pressure forms diamonds, baby.
That was
But also, fuck you, James. I'm so upset at you.
Oh my God.
I'm
Okay.
dying.
Okay, so with that said and done, on to Purple Codex. Thank you, James. I love Zamzam.
I love Zamzam.
I love Zam Zam. I never met Zam Zam, but I love him by proxy.
Zamzam by proxy. That's a new band.
Oh my God. Okay.
Hashtag merch idea.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I'm Purple Codex. I am the least informative member of this crew when it comes to sign-offs because I don't do a lot of things right now. Mondays are my definite stream times, and I am still working on the other days. I have to change the my screens and stuff because they all have my old schedule on it, and I obviously can't adhere to that right now. So I have to create a new schedule and see about getting off my lazy ass and actually doing things. What else? Oh, the real masked feral is the guy who followed. He's the was in the chat asking questions and seemed really entertained, so that was good. I do appreciate the follow. We appreciate the attention.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
We love you so much.
I don't think I have anything else. I think that's it.
I know what we forgot to do.
What?
Amy, tell everyone about your Etsy.
Oh yeah.
You normally do that.
Oh, Right, so I've got this Etsy. It's called Nerd Art by Amy. Amy is spelled A-M-I-E. I make cool shit, and I'm on a Zelda kick. So if you like cool Zelda shit that's also mostly stickers, you should hit that up. Also, I'm selling my photography on there as well.
Sweet. Come to town.
Sweet.
Yeah, I went to Vegas and took pictures of a bunch of drunks buy my shit. I'm just kidding. They weren't drunk. And they weren't people. They were buildings.
And they weren't people. They're
They were buildings. Oh my god.
drug buildings.
Well,
I get-
yeah.
okay, good.
So, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Fremont, but that shit is bonkers, right? Like, there are lights everywhere, and it's absolutely spectacular, and I love that place. And it used to not be so much of a tourist trap, but now it super duper is. And I took a lot of photos there, and it was tits. It turned out really good.
Nice.
I think we are on to win 5 get 1 free at this point.
Oh shit! It's my outro now.
Yes.
Okay. Well. Jeez. Hi everybody. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free. Today you caught me playing a cop, rallying a bunch of other cops, which I still don't have the cops. Bad boys, what you gonna do, Commodore? I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna send me the name of all of my cop underlings, because I'm the Knight of Patella, and they're Knights of Patella. So,
Is that like the Knights of Ren, where they don't actually do anything until the end?
Oh no, we're Knights of Patella, also known as a Hell Knight, is running this. So pretty fucking brutal. I am gonna put these motherfuckers through some regiments, and we are gonna be merciless.
Gonna be good.
Yeah, we're gonna be a fearful foe for the foes that cause fear for everyone else. That's kind of the motto here. You can also catch me on Thursdays. This Thursday, I'm gonna be running New Amsterdam. Very excited. We're going to be doing this next episode is gonna be called The Dame and the Bridge. Yeah, tune in for that if that sounds like an interesting title for you. Yes, we are doing a little bit of noir-style titles for this campaign. Every other Thursday, I do Project Severovo, where it's gotten to the point where I'm the DM and I can't really describe what's going on. I just we show up and then I black out and wake up in a pentagram surrounded by unholy geometry. So, it's a good time, honestly.
Non-Euclidean geometry.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Abstract non-Euclidean geometry.
Exactly. Like, I wake up and then, there's just a thing that talks about the saddle formula, and I go, I don't know what this is, but you know what? I guess that the dark gods have ordained I put this in my game, and then they have to solve puzzles based around it. I know. It's weird.
So I was gonna play in your game, but I don't know any of those words, aside from geometry, so I know.
No. I invited you to New Amsterdam. Trust me.
Okay.
Fucking what?
I handpicked people who have read Russian existentialist novels for this campaign.
Oh my god.
Essentially. But no, there's a lot of touchstones there. But no, you can also catch me every other Saturday in the Bitter Ends, where Greasy does know Kung Fu. Greasy.
Yeah, he does.
Greasy, host of KRUST 6.66 The Crust, the hottest shit that floated to the top of the bathtub. Where, we're fucking around in a hotel, and Greasy's made several jokes at the expense of record execs, and that's just gonna keep being a thing. If you are currently watching on YouTube, thank you, we love you. But you can also show up to Twitch and watch these crazy antics live and have some community interaction. We had a little bit during this session. So if you want to be a part of that, go on ahead and check us out. Twitch.tv/pair_o_dice_theater. If you're currently watching on Twitch, thank you for letting me stumble through my bumfuck stupid outro. We love you. Also, you could be watching us again and again and again and again and again on YouTube at youtube.com/Paradise Theater. And if you're a fan of the hot and sexy world of scheduling, you also happen to be a big old fan of community interaction, and you like hot memes. Catch us at Pair Theater on Twitter. Sorry, my name is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free. Catch my music at Michael Burley on SoundCloud. That is me.
All right. That brings it back to me. And we're going to get the bookkeeping out of the way first and foremost. Everybody give yourself 5,000 experience points. And
That's a lot.
tonight's
I leveled
Player's
up.
Choice Award. Tonight's Player's Choice Award was really, really heavy-ended towards the winner tonight. And the winner tonight is Vesa. Give yourself an extra 1,000. The only
Oh, thank you.
The only holdouts that didn't vote for Vesa voted for Serold, which is cool, and I love that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
Don't vote for me. I'm not gonna be around all the time.
I know, but I still
That's why
did
you
it
need the
because I miss
XP,
you.
Cyril.
I'm not the
The,
combat boy. I'm the mysterious fucking seraphim that turns you guys into the Doomslayer.
I don't care. I still
Hey,
am gonna
you
vote
have
for
a-
you every time you play.
You have a perfect target to turn into the Doomslayer, by the way, Cyril.
Please, please. I want to make him into the Doomslayer.
Yeah, please, Jester, can you have him make me into the Doomslayer, essentially? Like, not actually canonically the Doomslayer, but something similar, like someone who's just like a Wraith of Vengeance. That would be a fitting move.
And then can I turn into
have
a robot
bad
and talk
news.
about how you can't blow holes into planets?
I've got a lot of crazy cool plans. You just hang on to your butt puckers, because I got all kinds of shit going.
What?
Hold on,
Yeah.
hang on to my what?
Hang
You
on.
wanna
Yeah,
run that
he
by me
said
again?
the most redneck thing I've ever heard
I
him
did.
say.
Did you say hang on to your butt puckers?
Your
Yes,
butt
I did.
puckers. What
I
the
was-
fuck?
Yes, I'm being.
Can we
Did
go?
like go eat a
What the
lemon
fuck?
and then it stuck to a
Well,
chair?
Maybe we could go if I could go.
Okay, Mr. Butt Puckers.
Hey, come on.
Wow. I love being able to get a rise out of you guys. It's the highlight of my day. Thank you. By the way, I did tell as much as Chris likes to give me shit about the robot dragon's head. I did tell him that if he got George Takai to be a guest appearance, he could have it.
Good luck.
So
Hold on. Here's the
put
thing.
the pressure on
Don't
him.
tell me good luck. I have way good luck.
Here's the thing. You got this bitch over here that's a fucking solutions person. So let me just get that for you.
After yesterday, I
will
would believe you
fucking
could do
kiss your
literally
ass if you do
everything.
that.
Just
Yeah, basically,
Goddamn
you're a
right.
motive force.
Yes.
George
Yes, thank
Takai.
Can you
Anyway,
imagine?
That would be
Let me
cool.
do it. I'll be right
That
back.
would be
Like,
great.
If we're gonna dream, we're gonna dream big. And I just want him to
you
say,
did
"Oh
right.
my," because that's how I get a dragon skull.
there you
hold
go.
on, I got it. I got his number. I'm just kidding. I don't.
Okay, let's let Jesta finish because everybody's losing their mind.
Holy shit!
Sorry.
Anyway, with that said, I am the Justa King Zerat, and you can catch me here on Monday nights for the Fireshrike, my favorite group of space terrorists, space pirates, and Rudy Wells. You can catch me here on Fridays. There's going to be some adjustments to the Ballad of the Menagerie because my schedule is changing. I will keep you guys posted, and when that does change, I will let you guys know what that looks like. Every other Saturday for the Bitter Ends, which will also need to make some adjustments, our Apocalypse World campaign, because some of these two campaigns specifically are campaigns that have been starting at times where I will now be going to work instead of getting off of work. So it might be a little earlier in the evening with that stuff for some of it. Or you can catch me on Sundays for the Tales from the Cosmos when where I play Squin, the Daring Doer, the Doer of Daring, and the Darer of Doing. Hey, I got it right twice in a row. What do you know? And I believe that is about it, other than some, I mentioned schedule adjustments that I will keep people posted on. Other than that, that's all we got, guys. Let's get an RIP Fern and get out of here.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Fern.
Happy Fern.